take a quick look at reload position with this M4 carbine. You'll see some people that will stay in their basic 3 points of contact ready position when they do their reload, and you'll see some people pull the stock off their body and tip the gun up and bring the gun up here for a reload, which I think is much less efficient. If you think about a fighting situation, we're going to be here, we're going to get to bolt lock, and we're not going to be expecting it, obviously. We're in the middle of a fight. Right now, I've clearly got that staged for training purposes. I come up, I get to bolt lock. I feel it. It's very different from what the recoil of the gun normally feels like. At this point, immediately my support hand comes off. I drop that empty magazine. I'm going to take a full magazine, find that magazine well, jam it in, bring my hand up along the side of the gun, rack the bolt. Now I can get back into the fight, or I can continue in the ready position, obviously moving while all that's going on. I'm going to set this up again, and let's take a look at how that would look if I were going to go into a muzzle up position during the reload. Again, I'm going to be firing some unknown number of shots. I'm going to get to bolt lock. As soon as that happens, I come off my body, drop that magazine, and now the gun is up here. Now, yes, the gun is very stable. Yes, this is a more relaxing position in a training environment. I know that target isn't going to go anywhere. It's just a piece of paper or maybe a piece of steel in a training environment. So I could even look down at my gun if I wanted to here. I find that magazine well, jam it in. At this point, regardless of whether I'm going to hit the bolt catch or again run the charging handle, at some point I've got to physically take the gun off my body. Quite frankly, I'm not even comfortable with a loaded gun pointed out over the berm. That's not even a safe direction in this training environment or in the real environment. If this gun were to go off right now, someone miles away might be in lethal danger. I'm going to pull the gun out, come back in, and now I've got to bring the gun up anyway, right? To get that final fourth point of contact from this position up to this position, I've still got at some point to break the gun down and then back up to my cheek, or at the very least in and then bring my head down to the gun. So either way, when we think about a worst case scenario, oh, I got to get this gun up and fire and shoot, that should be our primary training model, or the ready position with a long gun, up and shoot. I'm now doing something completely different in this scenario where I've loaded the gun with the muzzle up, come off my body and back on. Definitely not the most efficient way to reload a defensive carbine. Want to stick with that 3 points of ready position as much as we can, even when it's only 2 points during the reload, so we can get back shooting at the target as quickly as possible in our defensive situation.